Hi, let's look at this question together. The figure shows below is made up of a rectangle and a square. Okay, so there is a rectangle, there's a square. The area of the square is 3/5 of the area of the rectangle. The unshaded part of the square is 2/5 of the area of the unshaded part of the rectangle. Given that the shaded area is 45 centimeters square, what is the area of the figure? Okay, so there's a lot of information that's given. So let's break it down. First part, okay, he said the area is made up of a rectangle and a square, which we already know that this is a square, this is a rectangle, and the area of the square is 3/5 the area of the rectangle. So if I use S to represent the square, R to represent the rectangle, okay, we will see that there is 3 units of square and 5 units of rectangle. Okay, the next thing, we know that the shaded area is 45 centimeters square. So which means that part of the square is shaded with 45 centimeter, part of the rectangle is shaded with 45 centimeter. That's why we draw these both the same size. Okay, because it's the same size, they cut across a rectangle and a square. Okay, and he said the unshaded part of it is that the square is 2/5 of the unshaded part of the rectangle, which means that if the square is 2/5, 2 unit, here must be 5 unit. Okay, so this part, the square, the size must be the same length as this. So that's why I draw it on the same length, and similarly for the rectangle. This is before shaded, this is after shaded. Okay, so from comparing these two diagrams, okay, we want to find what is the area of the figure. The area of figure will consist of this unshaded part plus this shaded part plus the unshaded square. Okay, now let's see with the information given, how do we solve it? First thing, from the diagram, we straight away can see that 3p is equal to 2 unit. Okay, 3p is equal to 2u, because if you cut here, this is just nice. And what we want to do is to make these two the same. So the lowest common multiple of 2 and 3 is actually 6. So what we did is all the u we multiply by 2. So if this, all the u, which is 2 unit here, I multiply by 3, so that I get 6. And for the p here, 3p, I multiply by 2, I will get 6. The purpose is to make these two parts the same. So every u, I will multiply by 3. So 2u become 2 times 3 is 6. 3u will be 3 times 3 is 9. So if this is 9, this is also 9 because it's 3 unit. So similarly for the p, I will multiply by 2. So 3p times 2 will give me 6p. But since they are now the same unit, okay, exactly the same size, I also call it u. Similarly, for 2 here, 1, 2, I multiply by 2, I will become 4. So 4, 4. Okay, and now you can straight away compare. Okay, so you have 9 unit here is equal to 45 plus 4u. Or you can say 9 unit minus 4u must be equal to 45. Okay, so 9 unit minus 4u is 45. So 5 unit is 45 and u must be equal to 9. Okay, so now we know u is equal to 9 centimeters square. Okay, so what is the total area of the figure? The total area of the figure is actually the square plus the shaded and the rectangle plus the shaded. So remember, you cannot have 45 and 45, 245, because this thing overlap. This shaded part overlap. So you look at the picture, this thing is overlap by the rectangle and also by the square. So you don't double count it. Okay, so that's why we only use 145. So total area of the figure is 4u plus 4u plus 6u plus 45. Okay, and we know that 4u plus 4u plus 6u is give you 14u, and we know that u is equal to 9 centimeters square. So 14 times 9 plus 45 will give you 171 centimeters square. Okay, hope that helps.